Hi there and welcome to JoyNews Interactive. I'm Selinam Ampo. We are live from digital address GA0992539 in Kokomemli, Accra. On DSTV, we are on channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. Our social media handles for Facebook, Twitter and Instagram is JoyNews on TV. Well, there's a popular African saying that goes, when two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers most. An old adage that speaks directly to the fate of the BEC students who are the hardest hit by the Tripoli violence. As the mediation efforts continue, it is a few days to the basic education certificate examinations, and the fate of these students still hang in the balance.
That we found at the Tripoli EP JHS is the same here. Here we have two different schools put together. They are all BEC candidates and they are supposed to be writing the exams next month. Like we said, at the other side, they've also lost contact hours. I'm not sure how many hours or contact hours they've lost, but over there we know that they've lost about more than a month of contact hours with the teachers. I'm going to find out from these students whether or not they are ready for the BEC. And these are all parts of the effect of the conflict. Let me start talking to you. You are the girls prefect, right? Oh, there is a girls prefect. Okay. So there are about, I'm told that there are about 93 candidates, 93 BEC candidates at the Tripoli DA JHS.
Yeah, we've been learning in our various houses more because this conflict has had so many effects on us. We've not been able to come to the school here to study along with our teachers. So we've been studying in our house alone.
How is the studies? How is it like when you have to study in the house? How is it like?
It's not all that effective because when we hear the gunshots around the neighboring villages, we are not able to learn like the way we used to do because there is fear in us. And some of our colleagues in the various villages that have run away. Now our number is less here because of the conflict. Others have run away.
Feel sad about the conflict that has just happened because when we are in our various houses, we are not able to learn like the way if you are in the school and we will learn. Some of us, our village is near outside the conflict started. So if you are learning and you heard the gunshot, you will not be able to learn like the way you used to do, and there will be fear in you.
And when there's fear in you, what do you do based on this fear? What do? You just sit down and what do you usually do? What happens?
If the fear comes in you, you will not be able to learn. You just close the book and you sit down.
So are you prepared? How are you? How do you feel you are well prepared for the exams? Are you well prepared? You can't say.
Somehow we are not prepared.
As at now, when we are in our various houses, we cannot do anything about it. So they should please stop the conflict because this year the cut-off grade is grade 25. And as we are in the house, we cannot do anything. I'm crying because we are suffering. The government should do something about this conflict because it is really affecting with the BEC candidates because the cut-off grade is grade 25. And if we are not learning, what are we going to do in the BEC? So we cannot do anything. So please appeal to the two ethnic groups to please stop the conflict. And the government should do something about it so that it will help with the BEC candidate to get what he wants in the near future.
That's a very emotional appeal there. That actually makes me very emotional as well. But it's a very difficult situation. It's a very difficult situation for the students here. And this, on my right, on my left, you have student of the DA, Tripoli DA Junior High School, and on my right, you have student of the Ando Junior High School. It's a very difficult situation for them, but they are hoping to be able to write the exams.
A cry for peace from the students of Tripoli. Well, many of you have been reacting to this video on our social media platforms. Let's hop onto Facebook to read those comments. And Charles Owusu Anoche says, very touching indeed. Please give peace a chance. Philip also says, so sad, my heart sank. What is the fighting about? What will it add to the development of Tripoli? The young girl is appealing to you in tears to please stop the conflict. Let peace prevail. And Albert Pemka says, "Oh, so emotional. Please stop this needless fight so that these innocent pupils will get their peace of mind to learn. May God touch the hearts of the feuding factions to bury the hatchet and make peace." Governor also says, "God bless you for speaking wisdom to your parents. Please have a look at this young lady and listen to her passionate plea. War is not the answer. Rather, let's come together and fight our greatest enemy, poverty." And Ashale Nene says, "Very intelligent young lady, very sad." Pepra also says, "I pray for peace for both sides. So can't the government control that land for them?" So he's asking, so can the government control that land for them? And Baye Jeremiah says, "So sad and saddened. It's a painful moment. All stakeholders must play their roles effectively to ensure that there is lasting peace in Tripoli." And Ohineba Ankuma Damwa also says, "Oh, the future of these kids are at stake. God have mercy." And Al Tofik says, "It's really a sad development. While these students are going through this turmoil, some others are writing the exam in a peaceful atmosphere, and yet they will compete with them for a place in the various senior high schools." And Ophelia Ndako says, "Ghana, why can't these people let peace prevail? They are just jeopardizing the future of these young ones." And Farms Adi Silla says, it's like they stabbed me with a knife. I'm really feeling bad. Why can't we learn to love ourselves than trying to hurt ourselves?" Well, away from that, Ghana joins the rest of the world in celebrating the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, a day set to institute becoming an annual awareness day aimed at highlighting the importance of good menstrual hygiene management. As we mark the day, JoyNews Upper East correspondent Albert Sori reports about what Maxwell Kumbeni and Karen Leid are doing to help young girls in the Talensi district.
Menstrual hygiene is not often managed properly by most girls in rural Ghanaian communities. This is mainly due to lack of resources for the girls to buy their own supplies of sanitary pads. Also, lack Menstrual hygiene is not often managed properly by most girls in rural Ghanaian communities. This is mainly due to lack of resources for the girls to buy their own supplies of sanitary pads. Also, lack of knowledge of self-care practices and inadequate sanitation facilities in schools, as well as lack of support from parents, all contribute to poor menstrual hygiene in rural Ghanaian communities. All these factors also lead to school absenteeism among girls during their menstrual periods. To help address this problem, a 2018 Mandela Washington Fellow, Maxwell Kumbeni, together with Karen Leid, a nurse at Kettle Moraine Middle and High School, Wisconsin, USA, are distributing reusable sanitary pads to girls in the Talensi district.
We're working with a project through the Mandela Washington Fellowship Exchange Program, which is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State. Our interest is in menstrual hygiene and helping girls to be able to manage their own health, manage their own menstruation, to understand how they can take care of themselves, be able to make decisions on their own, and especially to stay in school. We're coming to this region especially because girls have limited resources to be able to manage their own supplies and purchase their own supplies, so we're offering reusable menstrual materials.
Maxwell and Karen are also engaging boys in the schools on the scientific facts of menstruation and how they can support girls to have a comprehensive menstrual management both in school and at home.
And for this particular project, we have gone beyond just distribution of pads into involving all stakeholders that we think are key into ensuring that girls stay in school during their menses. And here we are involving the boys. We are trying to let them understand why they should support their colleague girls when they are menstruating. We are involving parents from home. We are asking those who are here to menstruate to come with their mothers so that when they get the concept, they'll get ready and be in a position to support their daughters when they begin to menstruate. We're also involving people like the teachers in the school so that they know how it is to menstruate, and so therefore they'll be in a position to support the girls when they're menstruating. These communities were chosen because in our study we realized that certain schools that were farther from the towns were fond of girls were fond of involving in unhygienic menstrual practices. So we thought that if we could reach out to those forgotten schools or those schools that are less privileged and try to focus our attention on them, provide them with the sanitary part and also educate them, maybe it could reduce the absenteeism rate that are related to menstruation.
The Girl Child Education Officer for the Talented District says the Education Directorate considers the initiative taken by Maxwell and Karen as very timely because many of the girls in the area often go through a hard time when they experience their menstruation. Some of the girls who received the sanitary pads spoke to Joy News.
Today I've learned how to wash my hands with soap and water, and I also learned how to use the menstrual cycle. I'm sure if we have programs like this, we will not absent ourselves from school.
What I have learned of this program is how to make yourself clean when you are menstruation. It helps us to track our menstrual cycle.
So far, over 600 of the sanitary pads have been distributed in 12 schools. For Joy News, Albert Sorry, Shega, Talented District.
A lovely report right there. But we have Binta Al-Hassan, the project coordinator for Save the Red Days initiative, on the line to speak about the World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Hello, Binta Al-Hassan.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well.
I know you're the project coordinator for the Save the Red Days initiative. How's your organization marking the day?
Okay, so currently we are the Nima cluster of schools where we are educating both boys and girls on the issues of menstruation and menstrual hygiene in general. We are including the boys because we believe that if we are to make a headway when it comes to menstruation, then the boys must get involved. When boys understand what menstruation is, some of the challenges girls go through when menstruating, then we would definitely make a headway. So this is where we are today to mark the International Menstrual Hygiene Day today.
Okay, but what is the Save the Red Days initiative about?
So Save the Red Days initiative looks at educating both boys and girls on menstrual hygiene management. And at the end of the day, we are giving every girl a sanitary pad to manage her menstruation because more often than not, most girls don't have the money to buy sanitary pads. Some use goat skins, corn husks, and all the dangerous things you can think about. And this does not go a long way to help their health. So what Save the Red Days is doing is to educate the girls and the boys and then also give them sanitary pads. Yeah.
Why are you trying to educate boys on this initiative this time around?
Yes, so like I mentioned earlier, more often than not, girls miss out on school because they are menstruating.
Okay.
So when we involve boys, if a girl misses out in school, and probably she takes a whole week, and then she comes back to school, if a boy really understands what menstruation is, and some of the cramps or things she goes through when menstruating, when she comes back, he'll be able to take her through whatever that has been taught that she has missed.
Okay.
Again, we believe that because boys have sisters, have cousins, they'll be able to be ambassadors for menstrual hygiene because more often than not, boys are shy to talk about menstruation in general. So the reason why we're including boys this time around is for them to also understand what menstruation is because we believe that menstruation matters to everyone, everywhere. So the inclusion of boys with one way or the other help us raise the number of people we want to get to because we believe that if they are informed, if they are well educated, they're going to be ambassadors for menstrual hygiene management.
Okay, let me find, are you providing these girls with some menstrual sanitary towels,
Yes.
menstrual cups, tampons. What exactly are you providing them?
So for today, we are providing them with sanitary pads at the end of the day.
Okay.
As well as taking them through financial literacy skills. Because more often than not, you won't have everybody or every day somebody coming to your place to give to you sanitary pads.
Definitely.
So you're going to take them through how they can also start saving something small at the end of the day to be able to take care of their sanitary materials. As and when the one we are giving to them gets finished.
Okay. In the long run, do you think this is going to end period poverty?
Yes, it will, because at the end of the day, just Save the Red Days initiative is not just for a day like this on the menstrual hygiene day. We are going to be running it throughout the year. So we'll be visiting different schools in different communities and different regions.
Okay.
So if people are aware of the message, I believe period poverty will come to an end.
Okay. Thank you very much, Binta Al-Hassan. She is the project coordinator for the Save the Red Days initiative campaign. Well, let's hop on to social media to find out what people are saying about the day. And the Writing Desire says, even though we are equipped with the best of everything, there are also some women who are devoid of basic #menstrual hygiene. It's time for them to come out and fight against the societal norms. Every voice matters. Raise it. #menstrual hygiene day. And Sophie Walker also tweets this #menstrual hygiene day. Let's stop framing talk of period poverty around stigma, but rather confront those who would shame and deny dignity and respect. It's an outrage that any girl should lack period products or access to education. And Pro Ease says taking care of yourself during menstruation is important as taking care of your day-to-day activities. This menstrual hygiene day, choose hygiene and make a difference. #menstrual hygiene day, #Pro Ease. And Srivastava says, of the 10,000 girls who took the survey, 68% did not know about menstruation until they got their period. This is exactly what needs to change. It needs to be chill to talk about menstruation. Bleed without shame. #menstrual hygiene day. And Let's Talk Lady Business says today is #menstrual hygiene day, but that doesn't mean periods are dirty. In fact, our lady parts are self-cleaning, which is wonderful in itself. So today is more of a celebration, the amazing way our bodies work, and an opportunity to raise awareness of the topic of menstruation. And Miss Coach Kenya says a period should never stop girls from going to school or enjoying their rights. Together we can create a world where no woman or girl is held back by her period. It's time for action. Share to spread this message. #menstrual hygiene day. Well, let's take a small breather and we will be back with more stories. Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching Joy News Interactive with me, Selina Ampo. You know, on Tuesdays, we love to know what you're just thinking about. It's time for us to do Tuesday Thoughts. And RJ Minakshi says, thought of the day, if we make this moment happy, it will increase our chances of having the next moment happy also. Good morning and have a serene and terrific Tuesday. #Tuesday Motivation, #Tuesday Truths. And Big Girl's Guide to Love says, there's never enough time. It starts with you. We know what happened or what's happening. So what's next? Tuesday Thoughts, #Tuesday Feels. And Tuesday Thoughts tweet, people who consider themselves victims of their circumstances will always remain victims unless they develop a greater vision for their lives. This is a quote from Stedman Graham. And the beast says, you can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Change starts in our thoughts. And #Tuesday Motivation, #Tuesday, #Turn Up. And Eniwa Boache says, Are you mirroring the best in others, just as a mirror helps us present our best to the world? In the same way, when there's a clarity in our thoughts, transparency in our feelings, and stillness in our presence, we too can be a mirror for others. Hashtag Tuesday Thoughts, hashtag mirror. It's time for us to wrap up on the show Joy News Interactive. You've been watching it with me, Selina Ampo, and do stay tuned for more interesting stories in other bulletins, and we will bring you fun next week. All right.